Hi, Dana Nelson here, and I am at the National Guard in Libby, Montana. I thought I'd come and talk to these guys and see what they do down here, and a couple have agreed to talk to me. So, Mr. Yance, which is Sergeant? Mass Sergeant Yance, Chambers, and Sergeant Carlisle. So anyways, I just wanted to ask a few questions about the National Guard. And you always hear they called in the National Guard. Who's they?
When a National Guard unit gets activated, it starts with the
Governor. And then you guys have so many like across Montana, so many. What do you guys call yourselves? Is it
units?
Units.
Yeah, we got a bunch of different units across the state. All units are trained in different jobs, but kind of as a whole, we're utilized a lot for different state activations. Our most commonly known one is firefighting. We're very involved in that throughout the state.
Do you guys have anyone out on fires right now?
It's hard to keep track sometimes.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't believe we do.
We're lucky we don't have any close.
We're getting off the hook a little bit this summer.
Yeah.
Crossed.
So Libby specializes in water purification.
Yes.
Right? So, yeah, I remember when we had Woodway Park flooded and we had big ice jams in Libby, and it was in 1974. I know you weren't born yet, so I forgive you for not remembering that. But, the ice jams, it flooded up by Rosars, the Venture Inn, almost all of Woodway Park. It was in the middle of the night, and that was the first thing. Our house was on the corner, and the National Guard showed up, and I'm just like, thank you. It was just amazing. And, we know you guys do a lot with fires, and Katrina, of course, is a big, huge thing. But, so we see you guys, and we don't really know what you do. And, were you all in a service before you joined the National Guard, or is it something you can just...
No, so we do get a lot of people that, initially served in another branch of the military, active duty Army, Marines, Navy, or Air Force that do then come into the Guard. But a majority of the people that are serving amongst our ranks here in Montana initiated their military career in the Army National Guard.
And you are an actual branch of the Army.
Correct, yeah. We're a component of the Army there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just our big difference is we're a dual missioned entity, so we're here primarily for the state of Montana, but we are here ready, tested, and able if ever called upon for any federal missions as well.
Wow, yeah, you guys have... We know Mr. Gallagher and the Goods. I know those had gone across the ocean and stuff. And our community was really behind you and seemed to know a lot then, but we seem to be a little bit lack right now in what you guys do. And see you drive down the road. So my kids are like, how come they never wave? They're waving, and I got to sit in one of those trucks.
Does it kind of make sense now why there's a lot going on when they're driving down the road? But I assure you, when you see them pulled over and they're out, people commonly come up and say hi and thank them for their service, and it's always very well received.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, sitting in there, it's an armored vehicle, and there's not much room to be looking out viewing people. And
right.
And I think Mr. Carlisle was telling me that you guys have so much, you have to stay so many feet behind, and it's pretty serious. So
absolutely, yeah.
So cool. Well, what's your favorite thing about it? Being in the National Guard for you.
National Guard? Oh man, you ask me that question, probably change every 10 minutes, but the first one that always comes to mind is just the stories, the people I've gotten to meet, some of my best friends I've met in this organization, the people I've gotten to help throughout the state and on the other side of the world, are things I take a ton of pride in, and that's why, when I first joined, I thought I was just here to get my school money and wear a cool uniform for a few years and then right off in the sunset, but 20 years later, I'm still here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I know Mrs. Chambers told me, that helped her. I'm like, get out here, you young, beautiful thing. And she's like, nope. But, met your school paid for.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It helped me pay back my student loans, and that's huge for me.
Yeah.
Especially being a single mother of two, it helped big time. That's one of the things that we stress to kids that are about to graduate. It's money to pay for schooling. It's money to get you started. It pays on-the-job training.
Yeah, you're helping
to get out of college and be in debt.
Yeah, yeah. And then Mr. Carlisle was telling me the insurance. You guys have great insurance, so it's like, I mean, it's
Yes,
why is
and that's the main reason I joined, was to make sure that I had good insurance for my family. I had a wife and 2 kids that needed to be taken care of, and that was my why.
that's awesome. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate this, and
No, thank you.
you guys, this is awesome. Thank you for doing this, and we'll post some more posts about you.
Awesome.
Thank you.